Baby, I'm a gangster too. Baby, I'm a gangster too.
Hello babies, welcome back to Kisses and Chaos. This is your host Lucy, and today is my birthday. 28, baby. Let's fucking go. I'm so excited, but I'm also have crashed out at least twice today. I have the birthday blues. I feel like I have it every single year because every single time it's your birthday, there's so much pressure, and then you think about everything that you don't have, and you compare yourself to this person, and society's timeline, and you'll spiral and crash out before you know it, especially when you're almost hitting that 30 mark, because society has a timeline. It just fucking does. It says graduate by 22, have your dream job by 24, get married around 26, have kids by 30. And if you're not there, you start spiraling. You start wondering if you're broken or behind. Because how can you not? Like, even me, I'm turning 28 today, and I'm really excited about it. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, I thought I was going to be married by now. I thought I was going to have, a house with a baby, maybe, which is fucking crazy to say because a baby, I'm a baby. My mom just made my dentist appointment, okay? Like, I cannot believe it. But it's society. Society has us on a fucking clock, basically. And when you're not reaching those things and you're getting older, you can start developing depression and low self-esteem and anxiety. And it's not because you're actually failing, but because a lot of us have this internalized timeline that was never ours to begin with. It's just what we thought we were going to have or what you've seen other people have. And then you compare yourself and it's fucking exhausting. We all have this invisible clock ticking, but it's not real. It's not real, honey. It's mass delusion and capitalism. Because here's the fucking thing, the 20s are all about figuring out what the fuck you're doing. It's about the time to take the biggest fucking risk. Even Mel Robinson said, your 20s are so fucking confusing because your whole life into your 20s was so structured. Like, you went to elementary school and then middle school and then high school, and then after that, it's all up to you to decide. That's why when people make this idea that the 20s are the best of your life, I'm like, are you kidding me? I have gone through 4 identity crises, like so much depression, crashed out more times than I can even remember. Like, what are you talking about? And it can kind of make you feel like you're not living the life you're supposed to live because all these people are like, oh, this is supposed to be the greatest years of your life. This is when you create a family and shit. And you're just like, sir, am I a child bride? I am 28 years old, okay? Let's all calm it down. But it's actually fucking crazy because if you would have asked me when I was like 21, I was obsessed with getting married. Like, obsessed. I have been engaged 3 fucking times, guys. 3 fucking times. I know. It's a lot. And I'm not flexing. It's just fucking facts. I was like obsessed with the idea of marriage and having like kids. Ugh. I can't even imagine that right now, but I was because like that's what I was fucking brought up to know, you know? And honestly, thank God none of those engagements worked out because I have been such a different person throughout my 20s. Like, if my 21-year-old self, if I were to meet her, I would be like, girl, no, we will not be friends. You change and you grow and you turn into all these people. And that's why, honestly, like, just because you're not on society's timeline doesn't mean anything. The psychologist Jeffrey Arnett calls this stage emerging adulthood, age 18 to 29, a period defined by identity exploration, instability, and self-focus. Science, baby. Like, if you're still being messy and you're in your 20s, hey, you just be like, actually, in science, it says this is normal, so also, your prefrontal cortex, your frontal fucking lobe, the part of your brain that regulates decision-making, emotional control, and long-term planning, doesn't even develop until age 25 and 26. Like, we just had our brain develop. Like, no wonder we're out here making bad decisions and dating toxic people, okay? Your 20s are your time to take the biggest fucking risk. They just are. Like, guys, I have gone through so many goddamn eras and I have changed genres. I have explored so many things because this is the fucking time to do it. And I'm one of those people that if I don't do it, I'm always going to wonder what if and it's going to haunt me. So it's normal to pivot, change your fucking major, change your job, go be an influencer and fucking do TikTok shop. Like, this is your time, baby. You don't have to work a 9 to 5 if you don't want to. Dump the fiance, scrap the 5-year plan, and do you, baby. This is your fucking time. You don't want to waste your life. Instead of saying you're lost, say you're learning. And I get it. It can feel like you're lost. I mean, sometimes I still feel like that. But at the end of the day, we're all just fucking kids trying to figure it out. We just got on this fucking fucked up planet. Like, you're not going to know everything. And you're not always going to know what's the best decision. But that's why you got to take the risk, baby, and do you. Like I was saying before, guys, I have been engaged a couple times. I was very, very obsessed with the idea of being married young. Like full on Disney princess era, but gay. And I'm not flexing, I'm just stating facts. Like, I just thought that that's how my story should go, get married, have kids, whatever. And I cannot imagine, I don't think I would have been a DJ or would have done half of the shit I have done if that were to happen. I mean, I was literally fucking engaged when I was like 19 years old. So, like, that was before I even started DJing or the Lucy Project. So, I just can't imagine what that would have happened. But when I went through that breakup, it was one of the worst breakups of my life. And it was one of the most beautiful detours I've ever had, you know? Like, thank fucking God I did not marry that bitch. I honestly saw her on Hinge the other day and I was like, I'm getting off this app immediately. But I think why I kept getting engaged and why I was like so obsessed with the idea of marriage is because I just wanted to be chosen and I wanted my forever after, like, as soon as possible. And I just cared about like the wedding dress and the wedding and all that stuff and not about like a real connection. Like, I was like dodging all the red fucking flags because I was just like, I just want to get married. Like, it was like such a thing for me. It was so weird. But now I'm so different than that. I just want a real connection with someone. And if we get married, we get married. But if we don't, we don't. And I'm just chilling, you know, because I'm not here to control my story, because you can't focus on things you can't control. It will drive you fucking insane. This is your fucking sign to stop comparing yourself. I know you have one bitch that you compare yourself to. I do too. I got a couple. How can you not? How can you not? You can be the baddest bitch in the fucking world and you'll still have one person that triggers you. It's fucking normal. It really is. When I was researching like how harmful comparison is, there's this study. It's called the social comparison theory. And it shows that we measure our self-value on how we stack up against others. So like if you're doing better than fucking Teresa from high school, you're going to be like, fuck yeah, I'm the shit, you know? And that can get so fucking destructive very quickly, because if you're in a rut and someone is doing better than you, it will tear your fucking self-confidence apart. And it gets really dangerous. And we're constantly seeing highlights of weddings and people fucking having babies and traveling and have like doing all these things that you want, but you're just not there in your life yet. And that is why, honestly, social media, as much as I do love it, it is extremely toxic. All my triggers are from social media. Like, I see something and I get triggered and I crash out and spiral. It fucks with my anxiety so much. And it's hard because it's my job. Like, I can't just shut it off. But honestly, if there's someone you're comparing yourself to and you can't unfollow them, mute them. Mute anyone that makes you feel kind of shitty. You do not need that. And it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't even mean if it's personal. You're doing it for your mental health, and that's okay. Try to stay off social media if you're feeling down. Like, lately, because of my birthday, I always get birthday blues. I've already cried twice today. And if you're feeling not confident, social media can really make things worse. So just try to stay off of it as much as possible during those times. All right, bitches, let's talk about my identity crises. I've had a couple. Okay. I've had a couple, and I've had a couple eras that were truly me, right? So let's start with the ones that are truly me. my alien era, Lucy the alien. That's who I was at the time. I was a 21-year-old wook from Orlando, Florida, who loved slumming it at festivals, doing some kitty, and fucking loved wonky, fucking weird bass. That's who I was at the time. And then, long story short, I got signed to these producers, and they really wanted to make me into like a marshmallow. So I was kind of riding that wave because I knew I wanted to make different kind of music than just like the bass, the alien bass I was making before. So I kind of just like let them take the reins on everything, which I wouldn't do now, but I was so young. I was like 23, 22, and I just was like, well, they know everything. Long story short, they dragged me on for like 2.5 years, and they dropped me because they got Kanye West's album. And that shit wrecked me, bro. I remember I had like an identity crisis. I watched the Billie Eilish documentary, and I bought like 50,000 puffer jackets. I live in Florida. I had so many puffer jackets. And I just like, I was just trying to figure out who I was, and I didn't know what music I want to make because like the people that I was creating a sound with left, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna make a pop album because that's how I feel right now. And then when I was like performing my pop stuff, I was like, oh fuck, I like miss bass, and that's why, coming back from like the bittersweet era, the best of both worlds era, we did Enchanted because a lot of people don't know this, but Enchanted is a concept era. So it's basically that Lucy falls through a portal, and the portal is in the realm of Enchanted, and there's fairies and shrooms, and it started off really glittery and pretty, and we had like the song Drugs with Hera, Sunflower Raver, and she was in it. It was just so pretty. And then the whole concept is me going through this portal and seeing all these different like parts of my brain, but it was all expressed in this mythical way. And then I started to find myself more and more, and that's how we got to Lure the Fae, which is more punky and has more of that rock kind of feel with a little bit more of dubstep in it. So it was like, and now I'm out of that portal, and now we're entering the new era, which I think by now it will be announced. It is called Forevermore. For Enchanted, we said era Enchanted because it was an era. And Forevermore, even though it is technically an era, like it's just more of a becoming. Like this is the sound, this is the look, this is me. And I am taking back my power and being 100% authentic to myself, even though I'm scared because it is a little bit more provocative. It is more rock and I'm dressing more sexy, but that's just who the fuck I am. Like, look at my outfit for tonight. Okay, this is how I. And I know some people in EDM have issues with that, but fuck it. I love Bring Me the Horizon, and I love Screamo, and I'm like, this is the music I listen to. I listen to fucking Sleep Token 24/7. Like, why am I not combining this in EDM? And I know I'm not like creating a whole new genre. I'm just simply adding to it, and it just feels really authentic and feels like me, and I'm just like really, really happy about it. But basically, like that, you just like, how many eras have I gone through in my life? Like so fucking many. To fucking crashing out thinking I'm Billie Eilish, buying every puffer jacket in the state, to really feeling like I know the sound and who I am and like what I want everything to look like for my project and myself. And that took time. Like I'm 28 years old. Like I have literally have gone through so much shit, and I just didn't know who I was. How could you know who you are when you're that fucking young? Sorry, my dog is needing attention. And your 20s are meant to be confusing. For some of you, you're probably not in the public eye like I was, because the amount of people are always like, oh, she's rebranding again. But no, it's just a different era. Like, look at fucking Taylor Swift. She's gone through so much eras, and she has changed so much throughout her life. And I think that's beautiful, because your 20s are meant to be confusing. They just are. So if you feel like rebranding every 6 months, fucking do it, baby. It's not a crisis, it's growth. Change is a flex. Okay? Someone that can be versatile is a fucking flex. And you are just figuring out who you are. Something's gonna stick. You're literally being an explorer. You're figuring out who you are. For the past 3 years, I kind of have been figuring that out. And that's why, like, when I did the concept era of Enchanted, I was really crafting in on like what I wanted my brand to be forever. And that's hard to do if you don't know who you are. And for the past fucking 8 years, I really haven't. And I've grown into knowing that. And that takes time, baby. And let me just say, I am very excited for my 30s. I know a lot of people are scared of it and it has a bad rep, but baby, Sex in the City. Samantha, Carrie, Charlotte, Miranda, like, we know who we are more. We probably have a little bit more money. And even I used to think 30s were a death sentence. Like, society makes 30s sound so fucking old when you're growing up. Like, you're suddenly undesirable and invisible, expired. But now 30 looks delicious, baby. I always think the biggest glow ups happen in your 30s because you know who you are. So you just have this fucking confidence. It's the age where we'll be smarter, sexier, and less tolerant of bullshit, baby. You get to take all the chaos from your 20s and alchemize it into confidence. Like, how the fuck are you not excited? Like, oh, like, how are we not excited for, like, why aren't 30s like hyped up more? Why is it the 20s? I'm fucking confused in my 20s. Like, no. The 30s hit different because your brain is developed. You know what you want. Stop performing for people because you know who you are. You stop caring about what fucking Samantha from high school thinks. You stop giving a fuck about what all these people's who opinions don't matter care about. You finally just want to live your life, baby, because you know who you are more. Boundaries are sexier. You're going to have less people in your life, but they're going to be quality people, quality over quantity all fucking day, baby. And you're going to trust yourself more, and that's the most attractive thing you can wear. In fact, studies show that life satisfaction peaks more in your 30s and 40s, not your 20s. I don't know why 20s are so glorified, but those people probably peaked in high school. The pressure eases, the noises fade, and you can hear yourself clearly again. If you're feeling left behind, like I said before, unfollow or mute anything that makes you feel anxious about your timeline. Literally do it. You'll thank me later. Rewrite your milestones. I used to say, oh, I wanted to be here by 25 and this. Honestly, fuck saying it by age. Fuck saying it by age. Just have it there because no matter what, it's going to happen for you. Like some people, okay, this is a very neat, I don't know if this is a niche comparison, but look at Sabrina Carpenter, right? She has been trying to be where she is at since she was 12. She even said in an interview that she thought she was going to be like Miley Cyrus and be selling out arenas when she was like 16, and that didn't happen. And now she's 25 and she's just getting her fucking big break, you know? And Charlie XCX too. And there's probably so many others. And Charlie's 33, you know? Putting an age on goals just gets really, really tricky because if you don't reach it by that time, you will spiral. So I would say cut that shit out completely. Make becoming yourself the only goal. I know it's harder said than done because you're like, well, what if I don't know who the fuck I am? Then baby, it's time to do some soul fucking searching and stop pleasing other people, because my whole fucking career I was trying to please other people. I was like, okay, I'll make this music even though I don't want to. And then, okay, I'll make this music because they say that this is going to make me big. Oh, okay, they don't want me to dress like this because it might make people not like me. And fuck that. I'm over it. And that's what Forevermore is. It's just me. It's the music I want to make, and it's the branding I want to have because the branding is me. And that should be your life. Even if you're not a fucking artist and have a project, like, think about it like that. What is your brand? Put a Pinterest together of like how you want your life to be or who you want to become. Like if you want to be somebody who wakes up early and goes and works out, then fucking put that on a Pinterest board and look at it. Looking at things can be so stimulating for the mind and really manifest. Not everybody's story is going to be your story. I thought I was going to be somewhere completely different in life at this point, and I'm not, and that's okay. And I feel happy that I'm about to go and spend time with my friends, and I love them all. So maybe you're single, confused, and still figuring it out, but bitch, so am I, honestly. Even though I know who I am more than I have in my previous years, I still get confused and spiral from time to time. I mean, I just told you guys I crashed out and cried. Oh my God. But we're still thriving and we're still eating. We're hot. So happy birthday to me, and happy you're not behind to all of us. If you're 26, 27, 38, 58, and you feel behind, I just want to fucking say to you, you are not late. You're right on time for your life. You're not a failure because you do not have that ring, that wedding, the house, the marriage. You are a soul in progress, a heart in bloom. You're evolving, baby. And that is the whole point. So let's rewrite the timelines and let's all stop measuring life by milestones. I promise you, baby, the best things in your life haven't even happened yet. I love you all so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this episode. Let me know what you guys want to hear. I would love to know if you want me to dive in even deeper about this. I know today was, all of my episodes are short. I got ADHD, but I also just want to say the next episode, I actually recorded a month ago. I know you guys are waiting to hear about the tea with me, No Contact and CEO. So next week's episode kind of gives you more of that, but I will give you a more update. Me and No Contact have not talked in a month. She has me blocked on everything. I'm pretty sure she's dating somebody else. Me and CEO are not exclusive, and she has crashed out and gave me more red flags lately. So I'm just kind of chilling, doing my own thing. And yeah. And I don't really care. I'm actually just living life, and whatever happens, happens. And I feel good about it. But obviously, I'll keep you guys up to date. And I love you all so, so much. And I know that birthdays can really feel like a lot of pressure, like you're losing a race that you never signed up for. But baby, you're not running out of time. You're just evolving. And everybody's story is different. So stop looking at that fucking bitch of shit that you compare yourself to. Because you're better than that. Okay? I love you so much. Bye.
Baby, I'm a gangster too.